What's going on, everybody? This be your boy DJ Anonymous with Sports Biz Music Podcast, episode 37. And I got a special guest. I got my boy B2DADOT in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with you, bro?
Man, blessed, man. Trying to stay dry.
Yeah, it's raining a lot down here, man. We got the tropical storm. I think it's Alberto or something like that.
Oh, man. My girl was like, yo, we got to get water. She gets so freaked out. So I know I got to do a lot of shopping before she hear anything about a storm. I know I'm going to be at the grocery store somewhere.
She from up north, too?
She from Delaware. I met my girl the week before I moved to Miami. Before she moved to West Palm.
West Palm, okay.
And then she was like, oh, you should come to my going away party. I'm like, going away? I'm just getting to know you. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm moving. So I'm like, I done spent all week with you and you just telling me you moving? She's like, yeah, it was fun. If you ever in Florida, look me up. And I'm like, so I was like, yeah, man, I travel to Florida because I do music. So I was flying out, doing my shows and seeing her when I was in town. And then I was like, yo, if I ever move to Florida, I'm going to make you my girl. The first day I moved there.
Yeah. So how did you manage to find her?
I found her on Facebook. She was liking a bunch of my pictures, and I knew all the fly girls in Delaware, but I didn't know her. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, man, who this girl keep liking all my pictures? Mm-hmm. I inboxed her, she curved me. And she hit me up probably like 2 months later. Mm-hmm. And then we went out to lunch, like a little pizza spot. And we were just hanging out that whole week. And that was it. And she was like, oh, yeah, I'm leaving. So, it's been a fun week. I'm like, wow. So we kind of just stayed in touch. And then I made the decision to move to Florida. And then the day I moved here, I called her up. Like, yo, where you at? I live here now.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, well, we going to be together or what? And she moved in, bro. And then we got engaged last year.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Congratulations.
So now she planning the wedding right now. I don't want no parts.
yeah, me and
told
my
her,
girl,
give me the date, and I'll be there.
Me and my girl, we getting married on September 7th.
Oh, wow.
The wedding plan, this
Congrats, man. That's big.
Yeah, man. It's a good thing, but like it just, I don't know. It's like it's a lot. Bro.
I tell my girl all the time. I said, man, 9 out of 10 dudes that get married, they getting married because they know it's gonna make their girl happy. Guys, we don't care about that kind of stuff. I told my girl, I'm like, look, you plan it, I'll be there. Give me the date. Yeah. I don't want no parts. Because if it was up to me, we'd go to an island, get married, and just come back married and save all that money. But you know how women are.
Yeah, man. So before we talk about state of Delaware, let's talk about your beginnings.
I started off as a battle rapper, actually.
Wow, for real?
Yeah, I started off as a battle rapper, and I went to a Def Jam showcase where you kind of go and they give you like 2 minutes to perform a song for some A&Rs. Yeah. And then the A&Rs will say, give us a performance, and then they ask you some questions. And this A&R, I can't even remember this guy's name, but this guy was like, it's obvious you could rap. Yeah. But you're a battle rapper. You'll never make it in this music business.
But why is that, though? Why is it always like, why battle rappers can't, go mainstream?
I think it's the content. As a battle rapper, I didn't understand song structure and when the hook comes in and all of that. I just could rap a lot of bars in a row. Yeah. So I think when you trained, it's almost like wrestling now. Mm-hmm. It's nothing like it was back then, but now it's like wrestling. So it's more like the entertaining aspect of controlling the crowd versus actually performing and writing great music. So I think because it's a completely different element, not many battle rappers can transition to actually making music. So they always be dope rappers, but a lot of the best rappers can't write songs. Exactly. So I think that's why it's always been a stigma. If you're a battle rapper, you can't make it in music. So that guy told me that at a Def Jam showcase. I thought I was the hottest thing in the building. And he just shot me down. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get rich. And I'm going to fucking find that guy. And be like, remember when you told me that I'm never going to make it in music and nobody ever going to sign me? And I'm here, bro. That was it, man.
So after the battle rap,
After the battle, when he told me that, I was like, I was hurt at first, but I was just like, maybe he was right. Maybe I need to study the craft of it. I always had music in me. So my mom had me in church like 7 days a week. So I always was the drummer at church, or she had me in the choir at church. And so I was like, well, maybe let me do my research on the structure of songwriting and how to make a good song and do all that. So after I understood how to write a song, then I was like, oh, that guy wasn't wrong. And that's how I kind of started making music.
But how was the experience, though, before we move on? How was the experience in the battle rap scene?
Well, I wish I would have known it was going to be as big as it is now. I probably would have kept doing it. But it was just, it's nothing like it is now, but it was just like, you just always wanted to have the better raps than the other guy. So we would go city to city. It wasn't when DVDs wasn't big yet. It wasn't how it's grown now. It was just like, you just went city to city and you wanted to rap whoever the hottest person in Philly was or New York, and we would just go. So that was the thing, man. We just was always writing, man. I write 62 bars or 100 bars, and I was ready to battle anybody because I had so many raps memorized. But that was what it was. It was just really like showcasing I'm the hottest from Delaware, or I'm the hottest from New York, and that's all we did, man. We just traveled city to city, just battling other people. And then I didn't want to battle no more, man. I went to New York, I think. I battled this dude. I was so not ready for this guy. We was just in town, and it was a real last minute thing. And I never wanted to be the battle rapper that used my battle rap in another battle rap. I always wanted to have fresh material. And this guy, he just had so many raps that I ran out of raps. And I'm like, fuck, I can't do this battle, man. I got to have like 50 raps ready because this guy had like 10 raps for me. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to just go back to songwriting, man. It's too much work. And it's not lucrative. We wasn't making money. We just was going just because we thought we was hot. And that was really it as far as battling. And after that day, that dude chewed me up. I was good.
What part of New York you was from?
I lived in the Bronx for 2 years.
Bronx.
Yeah.
My girl, she's from New York. She's from Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
People from she Dominican, so like her parents, after they moved from Dominican Republic, they went up to New York, and then they moved back down. I always joke about it when it comes to like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, like they always go up and they realize it's so damn cold and they come down.
That's my girl, man. She Latin. She from Puerto Rico, so same concept.
So you after the battle rapping, you got into songwriting.
I got into songwriting, and I got into actually songwriting and production at the same time because I could write the beat, and because I think I was a rapper, I already knew how the song should sound when I was making the beat. So I think that part of becoming a songwriter made it easier because I was making the beat. So I can start making the first 4 or 5 chords, and I could already know the direction the song is going to go. So I would just write the hooks, write the verses, and then I got to the point where I was like, I could just be the artist. I'll put this stuff out myself. I don't got to wait for nobody, and that's kind of how I started being an artist, really.
So how long you been doing that, like songwriting and producing?
I would say I was a freshman in high school, so I'm around, 14 at that age? So I'm 32 now, so about 15 years, over 15 years.
15 years, man.
And man, been a long 15 years, bro. Long 15 years.
So what was like your first like major like project
In the music biz?
Yeah.
I got my first record deal when I was 18.
18.
I got signed with Epic Records. At the time, Epic Records didn't do hip hop.
Yeah, it was doing R&B.
They was doing pop. They was, that's where Michael Jackson was. So, hip hop was new to what Epic Records was doing. I got signed at 18. The guy that signed me got fired.
Wow.
And they came to me and basically said, look, you didn't spend none of the budget. We wanted to do a hip hop genre or umbrella of the label, but that's not really our bread and butter. They had Sean Kingston, they had Cat DeLuna, they had pop and R&B acts. So hip hop, it was me, Young Berg, and it was one other guy. I think we was the only 3 rappers on that label.
So you came up with Young Berg?
Yeah.
Young Berg, what, he like, what, 30 now?
Yeah, he's probably 30, 31.
Yeah.
And so he probably, out of the rappers, probably had the most success at Epic because they actually put his stuff out.
Yeah,
but after that, they let all the rappers go. And now you look at Epic, all the rappers is at Epic now.
Yeah, because, the time that we all remember, that was like, it was 2018, that was like 11 years ago.
So that was my first record deal at 18. My second record deal, I didn't get till I was 21.
Who was that?
That was with Universal. And that was all bad, bro. It was all bad. It was too many big people at Universal. It was Lil Wayne. Everybody was like priority artists, and I was just an artist that just got my way in there. So I felt like a number. So when the guy that signed me got fired, I was already signed to the label, and they asked me to audition for a bunch of fucking white guys in suits. Come in here, and they're like, oh, what's his name? Beat to the whatever. Wow. Come in here and perform for us and let us hear what you got. He's no longer with the company, but we know you're signed to the label. Show us what you got. And I'm performing the song, and it's just silent. Just dudes in suits just looking at me. Not one black person in the building. They're just looking at me, looking unimpressed, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like performing, and the guy's like, stop it. He's like, okay, we see what you're doing here. We're going to sit with the music, and then we're going to reach back out to you. And I'm like, okay. That bullshit. So 6 months go by. I ain't heard from nobody. I don't know what I'm doing. All they sent my lawyer was an email that I could not release no music until they approved of it. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So I'm like, I'm just fucking put out mixtapes. It's free. I ain't making no money off it. So I probably did.
How many mixtapes you done? I gotta check them out. Were they on that pill?
9 probably.
9 mixtapes?
Yeah. Let me see. I did the .com era. I did Rookie of the Year, Money Hungry, Undisputed, Ciroc Life, The Allies. I think that's about 9 or 10 mixtapes before I even ever released the album.
You remember in that era, like mixtapes was like.
Oh, that was it. That was like albums. That was it. And I got big. I got recognized. The guy that found me for my first record deal found me on MySpace.
Yeah, I miss MySpace. I always tell you, MySpace was never got shut down. A lot of people would have made it like a long time ago.
That was it, man. That's how I got my break, man. This guy found me on MySpace. That's how I met Tiger. And me and Tiger stayed cool after all them years because we was cool on MySpace. We had never met. We just always like respected each other's stuff. Yeah. And he sent me an inbox one day and was like, bro, I'm going to be at the VMAs, man. Somebody canceled and I get to perform. So look out for me. And I was like, oh, yeah, all right. And sure enough, he performed with Lil Wayne at the VMAs.
Y'all still cool to this day?
I haven't spoken to him in probably 6 months.
6 months.
I talked to some people still on the team, but, you know, he was trying to start his own record label. So they was reaching out to me to be at Last Kings. They was sending me all the clothes and all of that. But it was just like, until it was on paper, it wasn't official to me. So I kind of was just affiliated, but we never really sat and signed nothing. So I kind of just kept doing my own thing. And we just kind of spread apart. But I don't talk to him no more.
So at 21, you got signed to Universal. So what was after that, after all that?
After Universal, it was the same situation, man. The guy that signed me got fired. And I told my lawyer, I'm like, yo, I got to get out of this contract because these guys don't give a fuck about me. They don't even know I exist. And he was like, the only thing I can ask you to do is stay off social media. Don't tweet. Don't do nothing until a year comes up. So I had like 6 months that I couldn't tweet. I couldn't write nothing on Facebook, no social media, nothing. Because there was a term in my contract. As long as you sign to a record label, they have an annual payment that they have to pay you. So if you don't make no money all year, whatever that number is in your contract, you get that money at the end of the year.